I am here with Cheryl Boghosian from Gilberte Interiors, another family business right here in Hanover.
Yes.
And your story is beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now tell us the history. It's a family business?
Yes. My parents, Gilberte is my mother's first name, and my father, Andy, started the business a little over 45 years ago.
Wow.
So we were growing up in Hanover and at my parents' business every day after school, that sort of thing. And then I ended up going to design school and getting my degree in interior design and working in Boston after. And at some point came back, and it's been wonderful. It's a great community to live in and work in.
And has the store been in its current location for a while?
It has. So the whole time we started there much smaller, and then the size increased as our business increased, and then we bought the whole building about 17 years ago. So we were able to really expand at that point.
That's good.
Yeah, which is wonderful.
Yeah, it's really a gorgeous display of furniture and house accessories. Tell us a little bit about why someone should use an interior designer.
Well, for a lot of reasons. And I mean, the first reason is that you make less or no mistakes by using a designer. Our services, we don't charge for our design service. So someone comes to us, we go to their home or their business, we do commercial design too, and we'll look at it, we'll talk about what the process should be, could be, and then start to work at it. And they, we'll specify the product that's going in, we'll do the designs, and then we'll oversee the whole project. And it can be very small, it could be somebody who needs pillows or draperies to quite large.
To like a whole house?
Yeah, new construction, we do renovations, we'll sub it all out. So really each client and each project is different. And I think it's to build their confidence too. As they make decisions, it becomes an easier and easier process because they see how fluid it can be and painless.
Yeah.
So.
And do you, how far out in the community do you go?
Well, we do a lot of projects in sort of a 40-mile radius, but we also have quite a lot going on from New York City up to Maine. We have projects going on in Virginia on the West Coast, so some island work. So we do have projects always going on outside of this area, but generally I would say 30, 40-mile radius is constant every day.
And how many designers do you have in-house?
So we have 4 people who work with clients for design or specific things like window treatments, and then we have a great staff that's been with us, some of them for a very long time, both installing, our librarian person who keeps all of our supplies and design materials up to date. We also have our workroom, so we fabricate the upholstery, the slip covering, the bedding, the draperies. We do it all in-house.
You do? That's unusual.
Right, which is, and part of it is our location. We're not in Boston, New York, and so we have found, and we have been this way since we started, that being able to control the quality and fabricate it here gave us that control over the quality and the details, so that we can come up with something that's unusual. And I would say that's sort of a very sort of specific to our own business, is that attention to detail and the fact that we like to make sure that all the small things are taken care of.
And do you guys have sort of a hallmark style?
No, I think we've had some articles written on us, and that's been one thing that people notice, that we're able to design to someone else's style, keeping good design in the picture. So somebody may be more traditional, more modern, more contemporary, or the space lends itself to a certain feel, and we're comfortable. We spend a lot of time both reading and traveling to different design centers, to different design shows, to kind of keep up on the latest. And in some of those instances, it's important. We do a lot of bath and kitchen design, and we need to know sort of the latest technology,
Right.
Media things. So it's been great, but we're always learning.
It's a changing market.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And so, what are the hot sort of decorating things these days? What are people asking for?
I mean, one is color and the return of color, and I think you see it in fashion too. And I always feel like design of homes really does follow fashion, but you know, color is back in. People are wanting to use color; they're not afraid of color. So that's one thing. And then two, just being green, being aware of what are we using. Is it sustainable? What is the material, and that making sure it doesn't give off odors, gases.
Yeah.
You know, anything from paints to how a material is finished, what process it's gone through. So we're really learning about that as we use it, and then. You know, I think anything, again, as I mentioned, bath design, kitchen design, all that the technology has really changed.
Right, yeah.
And then just small things like computer use, integrating, you know, somebody wanting to turn on a switch that turns on the lights, that turns on the music from their iPad, and not going to our traditional switches and all of that. And so we're using that. It's great. It's very exciting, actually.
Yeah.
Kind of cleans up the spaces.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Cheryl, thank you so much for joining us today.
You're welcome. It's wonderful.
Check out Gilberte Interiors in Hanover. Ask for Cheryl.
Thank you.